Whatever.
Hi Playmates, it's Aristar here. Gold Phantom Shadow Rienor, the master of Wonderland, is here and she looks so perfectly smexy. I mean, you know she looks good because I'm pulling for her right now, although I don't even have Wonderland built up because I'm just itching to get her all tied up and looking even finer than before, even though like her whole color scheme right now with like the red, the black, gold, and white, and like her slick, deep like navy hair color is like so on point. You know, I actually haven't been pulling on recent banners. Like I completely skipped the blue Fatecore Soa, although she looked kind of pretty cute, so I do have enough to pity Rienor at the moment. But like always, really hoping that I don't, just in case another good Fatecore comes out. Recently it's been kind of hard to get Zez because I have kind of slowed down on the spending on this game for various reasons, especially because I've been kind of investing into other games. But you know, Rienor has always been a pretty cool general with her double team ability, and with her sharpshooter skill now, when the enemy counters and allies attack, it increases damage on that enemy by 15%, stacking up to 5 times. You know, once the enemy is attacked and the debuff is removed, it also removes 1 mana. Now, obviously, you know, this was kind of like Lion Game's answer to all the counterattacks that they've been trying to counter, LOL, since the Season 5 update, if you kind of catch the drift there, or maybe that was me, maybe that wasn't funny, I'm sorry about that. I have to say though, depending on who you're using, but in general, it's going to be kind of hard to get that full 5 stack increase on an enemy, especially since the debuff is applied to the enemy that counters. And in most cases, it's the DPS heroes with the relatively lower HP and defense that counters, that counterattack. So I think the skill will really shine in that mana burn aspect, but you know, we'll really have to put it out in the field to know for sure. Her Phantom Lady for increased hit of all allies, you know, within the same Fatecore, of course, you know, I don't know, like, yes, it's good, hit is really good, and don't get me wrong, but like, I still think that since they removed like the whole, you can't actually miss anymore in the game mechanics, like if you miss, you still do some kind of damage, and since like elemental disadvantage in hit is also like really strong, at least from what we've figured out so far, I don't know if it's gonna be really worth focusing on hit as much as before. And I'm pretty sure this is different than like effective hit. So like for example, Gold Fatecore Care, she has the effective hit, and here it specifically just says hit, so I'm pretty sure. Boom! What is this? Oof, my hair. Just my hair. Anyway, enough about Rienor. Like, I really want to pull her and see if I could kind of use her out in the field, maybe with some other DPS heroes, but we all know here that I'm pulling for her because she looks so good, so not really for her skills per se. So let's just make use of our time here while we wait for her to pop up, hopefully before the pity. Let's talk about some of these updates that's happening on Exos Heroes lately. I think some of you watching probably don't play now, so you might be interested to see what's been kind of happening on the Exos world. So first and foremost, like wholly on that new chapter update, right? Like I haven't played to chapter 26 yet, but I'm definitely going to do a recap because that teaser that they released on YouTube with what happened with the resurrection of a core and everything, like that was just superb. Like the music and the direction, the art direction, I'm just really interested to see what actually, you know, happens. Like obviously, like in that, like this is a little spoiler alert, like skip through a few seconds or a few minutes here if you haven't watched the video, but I'm pretty sure like they haven't actually killed Xion. Like B2, she didn't actually kill him. Obviously that would just kind of end the game, so obviously that's not gonna happen. But anyway, let's just I'm just gonna play through and I'll make that recap video for you guys, so even if you guys don't play that, you could at least still see what's actually happening, because this plot twist is just getting twistier and even better. And also, Lion Games finally added that quick battle system to the Holy Dragon Grounds. I mean, the criteria to unlock the different stages, the criteria to unlock is different per each dragon, per each grade. So as you know, each dragon, there's 3 different dragons, and each of them have up to grade 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To unlock the highest grade 5, you have to reach stage 5 within 90 turns and reach phase 7 without losing 7 or more heroes. I don't have all my gear like up to par like what I really want to yet, But I still managed to unlock the quick battle, so I think it's definitely like a quality of life improvement that was well welcomed. I mean, they kind of announced it quite a bit back, and it took them a little while to implement it, but now that it's here, you know, no complaints. The criteria to unlock it hasn't been, it's not like unachievable by any means, so I think that was definitely a good change that's been happening, especially because my gear RNG hasn't been the best for so far. Line Games also made some more quality of life improvements with the crafting portion, with the equipment, core raid, equipment enhancement, you know, sales and disassembly of equipment. So it's much easier to do on one screen instead of going to like the multiple steps. And I'm just kind of blabbing on here, but come on, Rienor, you have to. Anyway, okay, so let's go back to the wait, oh. Yay! There she is! Wow, look at her. Dang, look at her expression. Oof. Oh my gosh, take a look at that. Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. Oh, another. Oh my gosh. So, okay, so yes, my equipment RNG hasn't been that bad, but I guess I haven't been pulling on the Fatecore lately. I guess, how many pulls was that? Just 9 pulls. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And I think I'm gonna stop there. I know it's good to get multiple copies of the Fatecore, but I'm not gonna go ahead and invest in her yet. I'm just gonna go in and die. But anyway, like I think like these quality of life improvements are definitely a plus because like, you know, honestly, not all gacha games have like these quick battle functions, like especially like in RPG-based gacha games, like you do have to sit and wait and grind out the different levels. But Exos wasn't really like an RPG game to begin with, although the story is really, you know, more towards like an RPG kind of type. But you know, if you saw my like review video and to see if like Exos Heroes is actually like the right type of game for you, like Exos is supposed to be more like a login to do your dailies, do the events, log out type of game, you know, so eliminating like all of like the tedious manual aspects, especially since it's technically not like an open world and there's not really much to do besides dailies and the events in this particular game lineup. I think Exos is kind of getting back on track slowly to a more stabilized system than they did when they started Season 5. So if you are kind of jumping into this game now, like haven't played like the previous version, sure, I mean there's some, you know, balances that still need to be worked out, especially because like there isn't actually that many, there's actually quite a lot of heroes still without Fatecore, and you know, now that the Fatecore themes are playing a little bit more into like the battle mechanics and team build-ups, it's gonna be more important for them to put in more Fatecore for the different, ooh, that is actually a pretty good color. Oh my gosh, I'm not only getting lucky in the heroes, the colors, oh my gosh, Exos has been, thank you. Let me take that one. Anyway, so yeah, positivity works, guys. I guess, you know, push the game and they kind of give you back in return, whatever it is. But anyway, like I was saying, so I think if you're kind of stepping into this game, sure, it still has a long way to go, but I think, you know, and it's taking them quite a bit of time, especially like right now, I've been getting quite a lot more freezes than before, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. But anyway, I think they are slowly kind of working through some of these changes. So if you kind of, you know, went off the game, I don't think right now would be like the exact right time, even with the quick battle functions and stuff like that, because there's still quite a few little bugs to hand out. But you know, stay tuned. I mean, if you're invested in the story, if you enjoyed the game, I think it's really worth keeping an eye out to see what kind of improvements that are being made and see where Exos takes the game in the next couple months. Alright, so there we go. Here's Rienor. Thank you so much for staying with me and keeping in touch with Exos Heroes news. I'm just gonna enjoy my Rienor here for a little while before I do my dailies and hop on to some of the new games that I'm playing, like Seven Nights 2. Like, I definitely want to do a review video on that now that I kind of got a grasp on it, as well as some other games that I've been kind of playing around with. Anyway, so if you like gacha gaming, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I post every Wednesday and weekends. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and take care.